Okay, I'm live. Alright, anyways. Oh shit, I gotta fucking... Okay, wait. Still streaming whenever I take this on. Okay, we're freaking back. Anyways, on my watch, I got 10 6120s, and so I gotta do this workout, run, and I'll be talking about what my channel is gonna be all about while I'm on this run, and I'm gonna be live streaming, and I'm gonna be chilling, and yeah, okay, I'm running. My freaking pants are falling out. Ah! 10 more seconds. Whew. Alright, anyways, I gotta talk about what my YouTube channel is gonna be about, and so let me start talking about that. Basically, I like the Mining of Isaac, I like Mugenics, I have a Switch 2, and I want to stream on there, but I need to get a capture card before I can do that. And so right now I'm gonna stream my running just because that's gonna help me with my accountability and stuff and all that. But like, basically, as you can see, I'm on my run. Let's see. Live streaming from my first live. Join so you be of something massive early. Save. So basically, I got 18 seconds left. But basically, I want to be streaming on YouTube so that I can build up a following, because everybody really just... Okay, I gotta run again. Sorry. My ankle is hurting because I'm running so fast. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not used to running fast. I just be jogging. And I'm like, yeah, that's good. And my heart rate still goes up to 200. Okay, that was lap 3 for a 6:43 mile. Obviously not that fast, but I don't like running, and so I need to get better at it. And so hopefully I'll get way better. But yes, I will be making Isaac content, eugenics content once it comes out on the Switch. Really just whatever I want to do. But I also think that a lot of people have a following because some people are insecure and they struggle to they want someone else to give them the answers to their own life. And like, that's not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to make mistakes, shoot your shot, blah, blah, blah. But I think that I could be a good example for all those people that want to do things, because like, I want to do those things too. And so I'll be trying to prove from the start what I did in order to get to where I do get. And currently I am, I gotta run again. Oh, goodness. I wonder what temperature they sell. But I don't really care. I have to do this anyway. And so God. Okay, back to walking. Goodness gracious. Oh, wait. My heart is beating out of my chest. But that's chill. Because we're trying to get our VO2 max up and up and up. And mainly, the biggest thing that I want to do with a YouTube channel is build a community of like-minded people so that those like-minded people can help each other. And if you really think about it, we are the only real generation that is able to do that, because I probably shouldn't disclose my age, but I am 19, and my parents did not grow up with the internet, and we are growing up with the internet, and so that means that the world is literally your oyster, and the world is my oyster. You can go to college and get a business degree for like $120,000 a year. That's how much a degree is at my school. And like, yeah, you can do all that, but like, if you're gonna go to college, you should probably learn something, you know? Like, a lot of business majors walk out of college and they're like, uh-oh, I'm in $100,000 of debt. Uh-oh, where is my money going? It's going towards, I gotta run. But basically, like, they're like, where did my freaking money go? And like, why can't I build wealth? And they're like, how am I expected to do anything? But like, if you look at software engineers, you don't need a software engineering degree to get paid $100K. You can literally just know the stuff. And if you know the stuff, then people will hire you because you know the skills. And at a certain point, getting a degree for leadership is not gonna do much, because you're gonna be stuck being a manager for the rest of your life. Like, you're not really learning much. Oh, goodness. Lap 7. That was a 7:51 mile. Getting slower, but it's okay. I can feel my heartbeat right here. But yeah, if anybody sees this, subscribe, follow me, whatever. If you need advice on how to live your life, number one, you shouldn't be looking for it from a fucking YouTuber, because like, their perspective of what's going on is so massively skewed by the fact that like, you're the one giving them money. Because like, you as the viewer are the number that they are looking at. And yes, 1 million people is a lot of people, but like, at a certain point, some YouTubers just like go after it for the numbers. And like, that's cool and all, but like, I feel like they kind of lose the entire point of why they started. And so I don't plan on deleting any of my stuff. I plan on just keeping content on my thing as a archive, and hopefully this will be a good like first live stream. But obviously it's not going to be, because I'm not very live stream like, I'm fucking running LMAO. Like, if you want to see a guy suffer, it's probably why you'd watch this. And I can probably talk about stuff that would be important, and like, I think that I have important things to say, and I know that everybody in the world thinks that exact thing. But like, if you look at clavicular and bone smashing and all that shit, like, let's go to the root cause of why you would want to look better, okay? The root cause of why you'd want to look, oh my god, a 9-minute mile? That's still much faster than I usually run. And so, I'm happy that I'm doing these interval runs, because I can hopefully get my speed up and all that. But anyways, if you look at clavicular and you think about why there's such a big audience surrounded towards looking better and bone smashing and mogging and all that shit, it's because they don't have the confidence in themselves. And like, you think, oh, if I look better, I'm gonna be more confident. Bella's dog Theo's fucking barking at me. Anyways, if you look at why they do the stuff that they do, it's just like, They want to be more confident. They want to feel more like at home in their own skin. And like, you can't just do that through changing how you look. You do that through self-love and like self-care, because like people aren't attracted to how you look, and that's not like the main thing. The main thing, like, you can be a fucking 10 out of 10 and still get no bitches if you like struggle to talk to women, and that's just because of your confidence. And your struggle to talk to women is never going to come by like you mogging or whatever. That just hyperinflates your ego, and it leads to like, it hyperinflates your ego and leads to you thinking that you need to do more about yourself. And like, yes, some people do need to change their habits in order to get to a point where they can like be better, they'll look better and be healthier. But like, self-love doesn't come with mogging or wanting to look like the fucking Patrick Bateman stereotype, because like, there's a reason why. And also, I feel like the porn industry has like obviously skewed that, because if you're not fucking hella bitches, then you're a fucking beta male or whatever. And like, fuck. Oh my god. But basically, you're not a beta male if you don't look like fucking Patrick Bateman. And Patrick Bateman, American Psycho, is a fucking satire. There's a reason why, like, you're losing the entire point of the piece of media. Because with American Psycho being a satire, you can't like, oh god, it's a satire because you like aren't supposed to do any of that. He's fucking crazy. He kills, and he only cares about himself. And I feel like idolizing that just leads to worse and worse self-perception, because like, if you try to get to an unattainable goal, yes, you're gonna put effort in, but you're never gonna get there. And the unattainable goal right here in this situation would be like self-love, and that's not unattainable. And like, for some people, confidence, they think it's gonna come out of like looking better, dressing a certain way, blah blah blah. But like, I look like this, and I have a beautiful girlfriend, and like, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, all of that. And like, it shouldn't ever, like, the way that you look shouldn't be the defining factor of how confident you are. Your confidence should stem from how much effort you put into into the person that you are. Because if you feel comfortable in your own skin, then you're definitely, oh my god. Oh my god. This sucks. But it's chill though. I enjoy it. And now I get to build an audience while I'm doing it. And so we're gonna be chilling. Right, YouTube? Yeah, right, YouTube. Anyways, my pants are falling all the way down. Oh my god. I gotta keep running. 61:20. Come on, how many? 8 seconds. Oh goodness. Oh my god. It's so hot out here. But basically, self-love doesn't come by looking better or like bone smashing or mogging. It comes through like perceiving, just changing your perspective and like knowing that these are the traits that I have and these are my God-given traits. And like I don't even believe in God like that, but like these are my parental given traits. I look like this because two people found love and they decided to have a kid, and you are a collection of both of those people. And like, yes, sometimes you might have things that you don't like about yourself, but also that doesn't matter because that's who you are. And if you try to like, oh my goodness, if you try to be somebody else, you will struggle to ever actually build up that self-confidence, because that self-confidence comes from loving who you are without any effort. And then once you start to put in the effort, you feel confident in the effort that you're putting in. Because if we had people who just were confident without putting in any effort, then we just have a bunch of idiots all the time. And like, that's what we have now. Like, we have a bunch of idiots just in every single community that you ever will enter. Okay, I gotta run again. Because like there's good people and there's bad people in everything. And like, as someone who is not religious, I would argue that you have to question everything and you can't just do what you're told, because let's think about the Catholic Church and Martin Luther and the 76 Theses, because oh my God, that's just a whole nother thing. Oh my God, that's enough for today. But basically, oh, Bruno, you scared me! Oh my God! Okay, I'm back. Anyways. Self-love should come from you trying to better the things that you are given, compared to trying to change them to something else to fit another persona that you have. Because if you try to fit yourself into another person, then you are growing that persona and not actually growing yourself. And that will just lead to like thousands of hours wasted towards something that like is temporary, and also something that isn't actually real. Because if you start from ground zero, you have places to go. But if you start from, if this is where you're at and you're starting over here, this is going to go up and you're going to stay down here. And like, that's all I can say. And like, that's, if you just look at it through debt, then yes, that would make sense. Because if you start with debt, then that will lead you to, oh goodness. That leads you to not building towards something and rather repaying something off. And so like, if you're building a fake persona of who you are, then it's going to lead to like, it's just going to lead to that fake persona being your actual person. And the confidence that you get from that fake persona is only there when that persona is there. And so like, whenever it's just you alone in your room and you have to like deal with your thoughts, you're gonna struggle to, because like you don't know anything about how to deal with the things you're dealing with, and like that just ends up into you being depressed, or like you not knowing why you look amazing but you still don't have any confidence, because like the person that you've turned into isn't the person that you want to be. And like maybe it is the person you want to be, but like it's not the person that like you need to be. And it's always up to you to decide like what kind of person you want to be. But like you have to build off of who you are and what you are given. Because if you try to change who you are, and like if you try to just deny what you are given and like spend that time and effort into changing who you are, then it's gonna lead you into time debt, and that just leads to you wasting your time. But yeah, that is all I have to say. Thank you all for watching. I will be streaming very soon, eventually, sometime. Bye bye now. Yes, and the YouTube Live.